So this past weekend, I actually attended a birthday party, but it was in Houston. And as much as I love to do things with my children, I wanted to drive down to Houston with them and have them enjoy staying with my brother and his wife, and my sister-in-law for that night. And when I got done with the birthday party, go scoop them up and drive back to Dallas. So what happened is that my brother and my sister-in-law didn't get back to me in time, and it looked like they had something else to do, so I feel like that's what they were deciding to do. And so I had to leave them with my mom. So my mom actually just invited her two older sisters and her younger sister to stay with her, and so they're all visiting in the house. And this is also the weekend that I take my kids over there. So my mom came and picked them up actually. So they get over there, spend the night, and when I get back from Houston, this is their report. One, they walk too slow in the sun. My entire heritage is from Nigeria. They've been walking in the sun since we have been on earth, right? So I'm first generation. So to have my children come back, and I like to ask, hey, how was it? How did things go? Please tell me. And I like to ask them one by one. Like, just, I need to know, like, if they were comfortable, if they were safe, did they like going there? I need to hear details about what they're complaining about, what experience they had, because now I can know that I have someone that I can drop my kids off with, and I can expand my territory in which I can now do things because I have this kind of help. But if my children are complaining that your mom took us to a restaurant and then to a little grocery store, I would call it smaller, a little store, and we bought some things, and they were walking too slow in the sun. That's not a good enough reason for me to like cross her off the list, right? Second thing, they said, oh, the things that we bought from the store were things that we wanted to eat. It was just snacks, and we had ate at the restaurant, but we also wanted some more familiar food. I was like, familiar food? They didn't say what that was, but I'm in my mom's apartment, and I'm looking at the floor. There's bags of Nerds, and there's hot fries and other chips, and I'm just like, this is what y'all chose? So my mom actually bought that for you. I would never buy y'all chips, but candy, I used to reward you guys. Let's say we were doing Bible trivia, I would definitely reward them. So they said that they got so much slack from from their great aunts. No, who are they? So that's their grandmother, but my great aunts anyway. And I wonder what it's called when, like, what the actual title of the role was from my mom's sisters to my children. But anyway, to focus on the point, my aunts were like, what are you eating? Do you know you're not gonna survive long? Do you know that that's not healthy? Do you know it's just sugar? Do you know that they make this out of non-existent items? These are things made in a science lab. And so my kids were they didn't feel comfortable eating their trash. And I was just like, okay, I hear you, but that's not enough good enough reason for me to take my mom off the list of why y'all can't go over her house. And I get it. You know, when your kids act like you and they acting all sedity and stuff like that, but this is a characteristic that you actually exhibit from time to time, now who you gonna be mad at? So then the last thing, they were saying that my kids said they were not able to sit down. I was like, what does that mean? What was wrong? And I looked at the couches and the seats or whatever. But and I didn't do it at that moment, because when my kids when I was asking them, these were things when they were taking their blankets and their backpack back to the car so we could like go home. I like to ask in private so they feel comfortable enough to share who, what, when, where, whatever was going on. I need them to share all the details, and I don't need nobody to influence them. They're talking about, well, we weren't able to sit down because your mom and her sisters kept asking, hey, can you give me a glass of water? And there's just so many aunts everywhere. I couldn't hide. And everybody needed me to get them something. First, they were like, oh, can you hand me the remote? I want to change it. Okay, you just go ahead and change it. Change up. Go up. Okay, change down. And then I'm just like, so this is your reason why you don't want to come back over here. You want... So then... I'm just like, I'm not going to erase my mom off this list. You will be coming back to her house. I understand that you guys aren't able to rest, but this is also a good, it's a blessing to be in the presence of somebody of a whole different generation, 2 generations older, and just to experience, you learn things. There's going to be tradition and stories of culture going to be passed down. So they got some of those. They refused to call my children by their name and began to call them Odara, which is the first son, and then Ada, which is first daughter. And so now they're learning language, they're learning cultural patterns and things like that. And so to me, what I'm hearing is that you guys weren't able to have the same environment as mine, but still you felt comfortable and you felt safe. They're gonna be back over my mama house.